The finest care in the South Australian outback. Could you please welcome Mr. Nigel Harding.
Good evening, everyone. It's great to be here with all of you tonight. You don't have to know me for very long before you'll find that I absolutely love Australian great Australian outback. And I love to jump in my full drive and head into the bush every chance I get. Whenever I head out with my friends, we always go very well equipped, but sometimes things just go so wrong, you need help, lots of help. And that lots of right kind of help. And that pretty much is the position I found myself in last September. On that day, I had gone as far north as me and my mate had planned to go. We come out the Simpson Desert and we headed south towards Adelaide, down the hot, dusty Birdswood track. Still some 800 kilometres north of Adelaide. We pulled in for a rest break at one of the roadside bores you find along the track. Bores that bring precious water to the desert. When this water first hits the surface, the artesian bore water is at 90 degrees. We pulled up at the bore and started to get out the vehicle when I heard something terrible. I heard a man scream like I'd never heard before. I looked up and saw my great mate. For 20 years trying to get out of the ball. Geoff had somehow lost his footing and fallen in. I don't know where my strength come from, but I raced over to Geoff and just yanked him out of the water and got him to his feet. Stood in front of me in horrific pain, with skin just dripping off. Just imagine for a moment that you and me, here I was on the side of the Birdswood track with a very badly burnt man who I knew would need the help of the very best. Burns doctors, burn specialists, you name it, he needed it. We're 800 k's away from Adelaide. My first aid kicked in to action. He ripped his clothes off, released all the heat. His skin was coming off everywhere. We searched the vehicle and found all the ice and cold water we had and kept dousing the motor. I called on our UHF radio with no answers. So I activated our EPIRB. So authorities would know our position. But we couldn't just wait there and do nothing. So I packed Geoff into our cruiser and drove into the nearest settlement, the tiny outpost of Mungarati. That bone-jarring drive on the Birdswood track took an hour, the longest hour of my life. Geoff was still shaking violently and kept losing conscious, so I had to keep him aroused and awake again and again. All the time I had to push away the fears that he was going to die. While I was trying to get him to help. At Mungarati, we quickly got Geoff underneath cold water shower with the awesome help of Phil and Deb, while the flying doctors was on call. The RFDS doctors gave immediate medical advice and Geoff was given morphine from the hotel's RFDS medical chest. The doctors also told us an aircraft was actually already in the area conducting flying GP visits, and it was being diverted directly to us. Fortunately, Mungareddy has its own airstrip, so our FDS doctors and nurses on board made a quick time rushing to Geoff's side. I'm no medico, but I can tell you the situation is pretty desperate. While the RFDS doctors and nurses continued treating and stabilising Geoff, the remote area nurse from the Murray Clinic in her emergency ambulance. So there were more people and medical staff on the scene. Once Geoff was stabilised by the crews, another RFDS aircraft arrived with MedStar retrieval team on board to transfer Geoff to Adelaide for that special care he desperately needed. Since that moment, I had first laid eye on Geoff's scalded body. I wondered whether anyone so badly burnt could possibly survive. But I'm thrilled to say that he did. And not only that, I'm pleased to be able to welcome him to the stage right now. Ladies and gentlemen,
hello everyone. It's a very special night for me tonight. You're looking at someone who suffered second-degree burns to 80% of my body in the middle of the Australian outback, and I'm here to tell the tale. I'll tell you the truth. I seriously thought I was going to die. Just like Nigel, love heading out bush as much as we can. But now more than ever, while we're normally really well prepared, now more than ever, I know just how serious a problem can be. You're suddenly battling against time and distance in a desperate race for your very own life. And that's exactly what happened to me. I've got so many people to thank for what they did to help me save my life and help my burns to heal. First and foremost, he's the man. I must thank my great mate Nigel. Nigel pulled me out of that steaming pit with his own bare hands. Without his fastest skilled first aid, I'd hate to think what would have happened. I want to thank the doctors and surgeons in the burns unit at the Royal Adelaide Hospital. They were just unbelievable, fantastic. On the other hand, the hospital can't help you until you're in it. And so tonight I want to thank the Royal Flying Doctors with all my heart. You people are just truly, truly fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Flying Doctor conducts 15 flights every day across South Australia to help people like me. And they rely on the support of everybody, people like you and me, to be able to continue to do this. So dig deep. Think about this. If you've supported them in the past, you've helped to save my life. And if you can support them now in the future, you may help somebody else. Have a great night and whatever. Thanks.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Nigel Hardy and Geoff Pinch, two very experienced bushmen who, obviously, as we know now, ran into trouble. And I think we can appreciate that story is still so raw for them. Geoff has spent 5 months in the burns unit at the Royal Adelaide, so that story was not easy to tell. And to their partners, Julie and Brooke, who are also here tonight, I'm very mindful that it's a tough story to tell, and we thank you so much for your bravery and for sharing that with us tonight, because that is why we're all here. Geoff and Nigel have also been generous and brave enough to share their story with 7 News, and we're going to air that story tomorrow night, so thank you so much for that as well. I'm going to hand over to